Applying to college shouldn't be harder than actually getting a diploma, but sometimes it can feel that way. Anna Ivy is CEO and co-founder of Inline. It is a digital platform that's trying to level the college admissions playing field. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
I'm happy to have you here. So tell us a little bit more about Inline and how it actually works.
Sure. Inline is a digital tool that gives you all the strategic, practical advice you need to submit your best college applications and get into the colleges that are the best fit for you. So when you're logged into your online college application, the advice pops up right in your browser next to every question and every essay that you're working on. So it couldn't be easier to get the advice you need exactly when you need it. So Inline is like having a pricey admissions consultant looking over your shoulder, but at a price that virtually anyone can afford.
So how does Inline differ from other platforms then?
All of our advice in Inline is designed to teach you how to think like an admissions office, because ultimately that is the only audience that matters for your college applications, not your mom, not your English teacher, not your SAT tutor, not some random person on Reddit, right? So that's why our Inline team is made up of former admissions officers, and we've seen over and over again all the different ways that students fail to present themselves most effectively in their applications. So we bundle together all of our best practices to share with applicants and meet them where they are, which is right in their browsers when they're working on their applications.
I love how frustrated these little cartoons look and then how happy they are when they go on Inline. What is that biggest mistake that students make on their college applications that makes them so frustrated? And then how does Inline actually address it?
I would say the biggest mistake we've seen as former admissions officers is when students don't treat the application as a whole. Instead, they treat it like a checklist and work on different pieces of the application as if those pieces were all going to be reviewed separately, when in fact, all the pieces have to work together to support the overall story that you're telling about yourself, because admissions officers are going to be reviewing the application as a whole, not as individual pieces that somehow live separately from each other. So all the components have to fit together like puzzle pieces, and Inline teaches you how to do that. That's just one of the ways in which thinking like an admissions officer is going to make your application better.
And before we wrap, can you quickly share a success story?
Absolutely. We worked with several high schools last cycle where their students had results that were unheard of in their communities. Students were getting into some of the top schools in the country, getting big scholarships, that sort of thing. The only thing they had done differently from before was use Inline. So to hear results like that really inspires us, because it's our mission to level the playing field in college admissions and make the best advice available to everyone on their path to higher education. Because having a college degree matters now more than ever in the global economy, and we want those doors to be open for all students.
How can parents and students learn more about Inline?
You can go to our website at inlinecoach.com, where you can learn more about our tool and our team. You can subscribe to our newsletter, and most importantly, you can download Inline and get started on your applications that you'll be submitting later this year.
All right, Anna Ivy, thank you so much for being with us. We really appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.